Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Andrew and Zach, the NitPickCentral podcast. Zach, how you doing tonight?
I am doing quite well. Still kind of buzzing about the Super Bowl last night.
Yeah, yeah. Um, what exactly are you buzzing about? Because for me, I don't know about you. I thought it was pretty underwhelming.
That's exactly what I'm buzzing about. I guess
Oh,
I should have said disappointed more than anything.
mm,
And it's not
yeah.
even about the game. That's the funny part. The game was not at all what caught my
Mm,
attention. I tuned in specifically for the movie trailers and commercials. I don't know about you.
yeah. No, pretty much same here. Of course, if you're following us on Twitter, which why aren't you following us on Twitter at NitPickCentral?
Exactly.
I was live tweeting throughout the whole game pretty much. I got there a little late because I was trying to get everything set up beforehand, so I could be locked in, and it just kind of lost track of time a little bit. But by the time that I finally sat down and was locked in with my food, I had some pizza, had some wings, I was going all in, and I had everything there, and it was probably like right after kickoff happened. And so, yeah, I got there a little late. I think the only trailers that I missed were the ones for Michael, like the Michael Jackson biopic.
Oh yeah, I think I missed that one as well.
hmm Um, and I think there was another one that I'm totally blanking on right now. But I know for sure I missed the Michael one, which I really wish I hadn't because I was kind of looking forward to seeing that. But I guess I could go see
Same
it like
actually.
right now. But you know what it is.
We love technology.
Yes, we got to stay up to date whenever everything happens. But
Oh yeah.
anyway, to get into the meat and potatoes of this episode, to be honest, because Zach, we were texting there, especially towards the end of the big game, and we were like, they've got to show something Marvel at some point because that report came out last week about
Yeah.
how Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man Brand New Day trailers will actually not premiere at the Super Bowl, and I called cap on that as soon as I saw it.
Both of us did. I was like, at least one of those have to drop during the Super Bowl. There's no
Yeah,
way. You know what I mean?
like if not both of them, like at least one. And like if it was going to be one of them, at least have it be Spider-Man because they've already started the rollout for Doomsday with the trailers for that were playing ahead of Avatar Fire and Ash. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
it, it just seems like a big waste opportunity in my opinion. And they've had so much momentum even before uh the new year happened, because Avatar came out right at the end of 2025, so they started the hype train for Doomsday in 2025, and like they
Which
carried that for a month.
that's yeah, that's the part that's crazy to me is doesn't Spider-Man drop this summer, like in
Yeah,
May?
no, it drops
And we haven't
in
seen nothing
July.
yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything. Like I know there's been a cut of the trailer that's leaked out there at some point, and like I've steered clear of that. Like I'm trying to wait until the official
Same.
one
Yeah, oh
drops.
yeah, same.
But yeah, like if nothing else, like I was expecting at least some sort of teaser for Spider-Man because yeah, that comes out in July. Like I think like either mid or late July, something like that. And so like I don't know, like I Disney was just on one this whole Super Bowl because not only did they fumble with Marvel on two accounts with Avengers and Spider-Man. I guess Spider-Man, it's kind of a gray area because Sony, I'm sure they had a hand
Oh
in
yeah,
that.
that's so true. Gotta love Sony.
God, dude, don't even get me started on Sony. This
That's a
episode
whole
will turn
nother
into
episode.
no, literally, this will turn into an Andrew hates Sony rant real fast if we're not careful. But Disney fumbled so hard, not only with Marvel, but also their other big IP, Star Wars.
Oh God, I was waiting for you to bring that up. I
Dude,
was so mad at that, if I'm gonna be so honest with you.
yeah. What were your thoughts when you first saw that trailer? Because like, I just couldn't believe. I was like, there's got to be more to this. There's no way.
Well, I'm gonna be so honest with you. This is gonna sound kind of goofy. So my first initial thoughts, I don't know if you recalled previous, but you actually posted about it when it came out. There was a beer commercial that had Century and Ego the Living Planet in it,
Yeah,
and I 100% thought that's exactly what they're doing just with Star Wars. I figured it was going to be another beer commercial because
yeah,
for some reason that was the vibe I was getting with the whole
yeah.
carriage and the force and everything. I was like, all right, they're in the snow. Where's the bottle of beer? You know what I mean?
Right.
And nothing. And then it just cut. It just stopped. It was like 10 seconds and then stopped. And it played
Yeah.
the like the short snippet of the theme and then it had the new logo and then all of a sudden it was another commercial. I was like, ain't no way that's all they're dropping for The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
That means we got more for Avengers Doomsday, which is coming out in December,
Mm-hmm.
than we did for Star Wars, which is crazy to me because that's a huge IP along with Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. All around, I was just kind of disappointed, which is kind of a red flag in my opinion because I'm already kind of sketched out with The Mandalorian and Grogu as is. I don't have very much faith in it, but this trailer, when it dropped, I was like, okay, well, all right.
No, literally, like I literally had that same just like really, and like that's literally what I said too on the Twitter post is like this is seriously all they're doing. Like there's got to be more, right? Like there's no
Oh,
way.
yeah.
But no, that's all they did. Just it's more of what we've already seen. It's more of
Yeah.
what we've already had 3 seasons of TV about. Oh, with this stoic, cool looking Mandalorian character from Star Wars. Don't you guys love that? But he's got a cute little Yoda looking baby sidekick, so let's all oogle and like lose our minds over that and how cute he is. And oh look, he's using the force. He's using the force to like he grabbed the reins of the tauntauns or whatever they were riding in the stupid commercial. Like I swear, dude, I don't know what's going on with Lucasfilm, but they just consistently disappoint. Like it's such a shame that something like Andor, as good as it is like
Andor's
literally
so
the
good.
yes, it is the diamond in the rough that is modern Star Wars, and it's just bogged down by everything surrounding it. You know what I mean? And
Oh, yeah.
I feel like the same is, or you could say the same for The Mandalorian and Grogu, because season 1 and 2, those I would still contend are at least good to great seasons of TV, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But season 3, I mean, I didn't even finish it. Like, I totally fell off, especially after seeing, what's it called? The Book of
Book
Boba
of
Fett.
Boba
It's so
Fett.
forgettable. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so forgettable. I almost forgot about it right there. But it's yeah. I just don't understand what they're
I
doing.
don't either.
I really don't. Like this movie's gonna tank, and it's gonna be their own damn fault. Like it's crazy.
Especially during the Super Bowl.
Exactly. Like I
Crazy.
mean,
But
a movie of this caliber that's in as big of a trouble that this movie is facing, take advantage of that opportunity, and they didn't. And it's just wild.
no, they fumbled the
Yeah.
bag big time. But listen, I will tell you somebody that didn't fumble the bag,
Oh
hopping over to a whole nother
yeah.
studio, Supergirl. That trailer looked awesome.
Yes, that Supergirl trailer was good. Showed off a little bit more Crypto, when they first met and everything, and Crypto was a little bit younger of a pup, and showed a little bit more of the heart that's going to be behind this movie. And like, I don't know if you know a lot of the Supergirl IP or like
I
the
do
general
not.
story. I don't know a whole lot either, to be honest. I mean, you know me, I'm definitely more of a Marvel guy. But I know a little bit of DC. I've dipped my toes into that lore every now and then, especially for things like Batman, Superman. Um,
I'm definitely gonna try and pop out and see Supergirl when that drops.
yeah, no, same here, same here. I'm definitely going to be popping out to see Supergirl in theaters. Like, I was excited for Supergirl, the movie, as soon as we saw Supergirl in Superman. So I'm definitely excited for this. What about you?
Oh yeah, same. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm I'm excited to go see it just because of a cool ass character named Lobo. I think that's gonna be cool to see, especially since Jason Momoa is playing him. That's almost like Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. I feel like he was born to play that role.
Oh yeah, and like you could just tell just from the little snippets of the movie that we've seen so far from all the promo for Supergirl, Jason Momoa is just eating this up.
Oh yeah,
He loves it. You could tell, and it's gonna show on screen when the movie comes out. I'm really excited for it actually. But another movie that I am super amped for, Zach. I know you more, or you know more about this, like of how excited I am about it. But yeah, if you look at our Twitter, I mean, you'll see I'm oogling over this movie. But Project Hail Mary
oh yeah,
with Ryan Gosling. I mean,
that's gonna be a
I don't know
banger this
how.
year. Instant
Oh
banger.
yeah, instant banger. Like, I don't know how plugged into like the conversation around the movie you were before like the Super Bowl and everything and the new trailers come out, but as soon as I learned that the people behind the Spider-Verse movies, Lord and Miller, are making this, and of course it's got one of my favorite actors working right now, Ryan Gosling in the starring role, and it takes place in space. The movie's filled with color, filled with heart,
Oh yeah,
and
the visuals are
this trailer,
crazy.
oh my gosh, dude! Like, there's gonna be so many just jaw dropping sequences in this
I
movie. I think like,
We gotta pop out and see it. Probably in IMAX. I feel like would be the best way to enjoy that movie.
oh my god, yes, that would look so much. That would look so good. Like, I'm just super amped to see another kind of like trippy sort of sci-fi movie like this. That's not as
Same.
something as serious as something like say Fantastic Four, even though that was a little bit more on the goofy side because it's Marvel, but then you also have something like that's the polar opposite of both of those, and something like Interstellar with Christopher Nolan. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun to see like a nice, fun, lighthearted sci-fi romp, I guess you could say. That's just not like part of a big franchise as of right now. And two, it's gonna be good to see um, Ryan Gosling in a sci-fi like action hero role before his role in Starfighter, the Star Wars
Oh
movie to come
yeah.
out in a couple of years.
Yeah. That's so true.
So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. But what were your thoughts on the Project Hail Mary trailer?
On the Project Hail Mary trailer, it kind of rehashed some stuff that we've already seen with some other little snippets of the movie, but the new
Mm-hmm.
snippets that we did get,
Yeah.
like the visuals, some of the violence that we're gonna see in the movie, with just like how serious this stuff is. I'm hooked. Like I
Yeah.
saw that and hands down over all the other trailers that we're about to talk about. Um,
Yeah.
this one was probably my favorite because like I'm
Mm.
hooked. I'm ready to go see this as soon as it drops.
Yeah. Like if this movie came out tomorrow, I'm seated. Like I'm
Same. Yeah.
so excited for that. And speaking of like high concept sci-fi, you know, I mean, like how could we not talk about Disclosure Day from
Oh
Steven
yeah.
Spielberg? Like that movie, I think is going to really shake up the game. Like I feel like Steven Spielberg has been kind of low key for a while. You know, like I mean, he's made releases. You know, like there was the Fablemans a couple of years ago. That was kind of like not a biopic, but it was kind of like his almost interpretation of his own story. You know,
Oh yeah.
um, so yeah, it's gonna be really cool to see Steven Spielberg revisit sci-fi and like especially like epic trippy sci-fi like this. Like from everything that I we've seen from Disclosure Day so far, like it looks really good. But what were your thoughts on that?
I'm just hooked on it because of the whole like mystery aspect of it. So they don't
Yeah,
show us like any of the aliens. They don't show us any of like almost anything. All we know is that there's an ominous threat and people are just now just like discovering it essentially.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know if you've ever seen one of Steven Spielberg's OG Alien movies, which I'm kind of hoping is similar to what we're getting. It's just kind of a newer version. But have you ever seen
Hmm.
Close Encounters of the I think it's the first kind or the third kind? The third kind. Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Um, I have not actually.
That's by far one of my favorite Steven Spielberg alien movies. And there's been so
Okay.
many scenes that have been parodied in other media over the years.
Mm.
Like Rick and Morty has done one with the show me what you got kind of
Oh
thing.
my, that's where that comes from.
I don't know if you've ever seen that episode.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's the same parody almost, except obviously it's centered around music. That's how they
Yeah.
communicate. Um, but when Disclosure Day played that full trailer, that's what I thought about. I was like, okay, this might be like his return to that, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like he's coming back to being ominous alien movies, which I know you've seen his other alien movie,
Oh yeah.
E.T.
No, that's a childhood classic right there.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say yeah, because yeah, he has kind of taken a back seat here lately. I think besides the Fablemans, the last movie I saw of his was West Side
Yeah.
Story.
Oh, I totally forgot about West Side Story. Didn't that come out in like 2021, 2022, something like that?
I think it was 2021, yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that's the
mean,
last movie I've seen of
I
him.
mean, that's just so crazy how malleable and just talented a director Steven Spielberg really is. I mean, that's not a new opinion or that's not like a hot take or anything. Everyone knows that Steven Spielberg's a talented director, but I just think it's so impressive how he's able to just juggle and be a master at so many different genres and just make movies that are just completely different from one another, and it just makes sense, you know. Like, I mean, he'll go off and
Oh
make a
yeah,
West Side Story, and then 3 4 years later he's making something as trippy as Disclosure Day. You know, it's crazy.
oh yeah. This and Project Hail Mary are probably my top two trailers from the Super
Same.
Bowl. Like I'm definitely gonna try and pop out to see Disclosure Day when that
Mm-hmm.
drops. Um, Same with Project Hail Mary, but wh- I don't. The rest of the trailers though, I don't know. Hit me with the next one. What do you think of uh what came after that? Was it Minions? The new
Yeah,
Minions trailer?
yeah. So there was just kind of like a slew of trailers that I either didn't really have an opinion on or I just kind of had to roll my eyes at, and the Minions one was definitely one that I rolled my eyes at because I mean, I just feel like the Despicable Me franchise, let alone the Minions franchise, because that subsect of Despicable Me is so big by itself. It's its own franchise. So it's kind of trippy to think about. But yeah, like the Despicable Me franchise as a whole, including the Minions, like I just feel like it's kind of overstayed its welcome, and it was I wouldn't say it's popular by accident, but I just don't think. I mean, I'm sure.
It definitely is, in my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair. Um,
I definitely think it happened on accident. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
because I mean, you got to imagine when they first made Despicable Me back what in like 2010 or something.
I think it was 2010,
Like,
yeah.
God, can we just acknowledge that that was 16 years ago, real quick? But anyway, um,
Jesus.
uh, it's crazy that that movie just spawned such a big franchise that it just prints money every release, but it like the movies just get less and less heartwarming and it kind of loses the plot, you know. And like, I mean, because like the first one, you
Oh
know, it was
yeah.
goofy and everything, and you know, you had like dumb fart jokes and the fart gun and stuff like that, but like, you know, like, I mean, just the heart behind, you know, like the single dad who's a villain trying to be a hero, raise the three girls, and you know, has all the minions and Dr. Nefario or whatever his name is, you know, like it just, I don't know. I just feel like the magic is gone and they're just grasping at straws.
It definitely is, yeah.
But
Yeah, when I saw that trailer, I definitely hit it with an eye roll and I was like, "Oh my God, we're getting another one of
mhm,
these."
yeah, no, that's definitely where I'm at, and I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm in the minority, maybe I'm the idiot here, but yeah, I mean, obviously, we're not the target demographic for that kind of movie. I mean, we're 25 years old. So, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's just not for us, and I recognize that. But I mean, I'm able to see like a good quality animated movie when I see one, and this is just an animated movie. It's one of the animated movies of all time, and that's something you could say for almost all of the Despicable Me movies.
Well, speaking of good-looking animated movies, what do we think about Super Mario?
Super Mario, that one though,
I think it's the same studio, ain't it?
yeah, like it's kind of crazy, and I actually mentioned this in one of my tweets, but I just have a feeling that the Super Mario Galaxy movie and the Minions movie are going to low key run 2026 when they eventually come out. Because, I mean, Super
Yeah.
Mario drops in April, and yeah, Minions drops in July. So Mario's right around the corner. And then we're literally by the time we're gearing up for Spider-Man Brand New Day later in the month, we're going to be looking at the wildest clips from this Minions movie that people are gonna make into memes. Like that's literally what my tweet included. Is like, oh, ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you your meme template for the rest of 2026, and that's the Minions. It's just I don't know. Like maybe I'm just
Oh
a
yeah.
cynical asshole when it comes to the Minions franchise, but yeah, I don't know. Illumination, they just have very simple but very good looking animation, and so I mean they just cracked that
Oh yeah.
formula, they just know how to print money at this point.
I I think the animation works really good for
Yeah.
Mario. Like that looks good to me. But like the minions and stuff, I just like you said earlier, I think they're definitely grasping at straws at this
Mm-hmm.
point when it comes to minions because I get it. It does print money, but the Super Mario movie with that animation just looks so good to me. It
It
looks like
does. It
a
does.
really well rendered video game adaptation
Yes.
that they just turned into a movie, which is exactly what they did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like for Mario it works.
So
Like cuz at least with Mario, like obviously they're capitalizing on a franchise, which I mean who isn't these days, but I mean like of all franchises to actually have an animated adaptation of it, we're going to completely ignore the live action Mario, the Mario Brothers movie. If anyone knows about that, it's a deep cut for someone probably. But yeah, like the Mario franchise, like I think it's perfect for animation, especially in this animation style. Like I think it's gonna do good. I think it's gonna do really
oh
good.
yeah, same here.
But I think another movie that's going to do really good, and of course, it's not a traditional movie, it's a streaming movie, but it's going to be one that I think is going to have a lot of buzz when it comes out, and that is The Adventures of Cliff Booth on
That
Netflix.
oh dude,
It's
that was the
it's a
one
movie.
trailer I was looking forward to seeing, and I fucking missed it.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Well, it was weird because like they only like at first like I remember seeing a post from something on Twitter saying, "Oh, like streaming movies and shows are not going to get promos during the Super Bowl." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And then like maybe an hour into the game, the commercials are playing and they have like a 10 maybe 15-second little teaser for the Cliff Booth movie, and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And it ended with the Netflix logo. And I'm like, "Oh, so they just lied. Cool." And so yeah, I thought it was really good, and like they released the full trailer on YouTube like shortly after that, and like this movie I think is going to be a masterpiece because you have a powerhouse director in David Fincher who's actually directing it, but of course it is written by Quentin Tarantino, who made of course Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So David Fincher's directing style with Quentin Tarantino's writing style, dude,
I'm very interested
this
in that.
movie
Yeah.
this movie's gonna go crazy. Because I mean, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was insane enough, especially towards the end. If you've seen that movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, that I'm just super excited for that. Like, how long has it been since you've watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, bro?
Oh, it's been a while. I know I watched like maybe bits and pieces of it. I think it was the very end of it
Yeah.
when Cliff Booth himself stops a robbery with a can of beans.
Yeah.
I think that was the part where I tuned in because it was on live TV
Mm,
a couple months back,
yeah.
and I love that scene because it's so funny to me. Plus, of course, they run outside trying to grasp at any thing of life that they can, only to get torched by a flamethrower.
Yes.
Love
It's just
that.
it's just so beautifully chaotic. Like, oh, that's such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Love that movie. Yeah.
But before this turns into a review of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, um,
Oh, so true.
just real quick before we move on, just a couple of other kind of trailers or post like new promo art that came out for some movies that are on my radar, but at least for me, I'm not too excited for them. But I'm just curious, Zach, of what your thoughts are on Disney and Pixar's Hoppers and Scream 7, because I don't know about you. Like, I mean, Hoppers, it looks fun enough, and it's
Eh,
Pixar, but I mean, from all the promo, I'm not really buying into it. I mean, I'm probably gonna go see it eventually, especially if the buzz that I keep hearing about it continues to be as good as it is.
yeah.
But for Scream 7, I included this in my tweet about it as well, but I have almost no connection to the Scream franchise as a
Same.
whole.
Same.
It's just not a
I
franchise I've
have
dipped
not
into.
been. Yeah, same. It's one that I've tried to tap into a couple times in the past,
Yeah.
and I've seen the OGs, and then I just kind of stopped following along after that. It's kind of like Halloween, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I've kept up with them when they release newer stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard for me to follow along when I can't remember some of the stuff that's going on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I have family members that are definitely going to be ecstatic when this movie drops that are very much tapped into Scream, but for
Okay.
me, in my opinion, I'm kind of with you on Hoppers. It's one that I might pop out to see, but I I don't know. And in all honesty, it might be a movie I wait to see once it hits streaming.
Hey, I mean, I I don't blame you. I really don't.
Same with Hoppers. I just have no interest in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, and like, I mean, with Scream, I mean, I've just loosely kept up with the news. I know there's been some weird controversy with a couple of the stars. Like I forgot what the other girl's name was, but I know Jenna Ortega was wrapped up in something, or probably not her herself, but I think she was like she was involved with the situation by association, if that makes sense. Like I've have
Yeah,
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 like
yeah.
I think you know what I'm talking about. It happened a good while ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just for those two movies in particular, just not real excited about them. But I mean, well, I'm always open to be surprised. Like I can't ever knock something until I see it.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Like I said, I'll definitely watch it when one if not both hits streaming. But
Yeah.
speaking of streaming, we did get some stuff about new series dropping. I think what both on Peacock.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know about you, but like the Ted show, where it's the same character
Oh,
from the
I've been pretty
movies.
tapped into
Oh,
Ted. I
really?
like the Ted show.
Really?
Oh
I had no
yeah, oh
idea.
yeah.
Okay.
I fucked with the first season. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, I just thought it was super delightful, and seeing the kid version, quote unquote, of Mark Wahlberg's character from the Ted movies, like it's just been so nice, and seeing just honestly more Ted in general, because I feel like that sort of style of comedy you just don't really see very much anymore because of the general climate of things. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to get too into the weeds of that sort of stuff, but you know what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm just super excited for season 2 of Ted. I think it looks really, really good.
same here.
Season 1 was hilarious. I'm sure season 2 is going to be even more funny. But yeah, then there's this new show with Kiki Palmer called The Burbs, and I didn't even know this, at least until I looked into it. But I guess it's a
Oh, the
revival.
remake.
Yeah,
Yeah, I knew about that. Yeah, the OG movie with Tom Hanks.
Hmm.
The show looks like it's going in the same direction, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like I feel like it's almost going to be sort of a scene for scene remake, just with modern tech and an updated cast.
Oh wow.
But I could very much be wrong about that because obviously I've never seen the remake.
Yeah.
But um, I don't know. It's got the same vibe to me. Plus, the house looks uh, almost, if not the same, from the movie.
Oh, okay. Like,
That they show in the trailer.
yeah. Honestly, if I didn't know that this was a remake of something that came before, I would have thought it's a totally original idea. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, see, and I think that's what they were shooting
Hmm.
for because of the day and age that
Yeah.
we're in now. But yet again, the day and age that we are in now, there's just remakes or remasters of something
Yep.
everywhere.
Yep.
But I'm definitely gonna tune in and try check it out.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for sure. And like I said, like I mean, Kiki Palmer, she's just so entertaining in everything she's in. I mean, like I don't know if you saw One of Them Days last year, like she just killed that, and every time she's on screen in anything, I mean, I'm always hooked. She is just super pretty and super talented, and I mean, she's just had a really crazy career path so far, and like I just feel like she's only really getting started still, even though she's been around for a while at this point. But yeah, that kind of wraps up at least the movie and like kind of TV show portion that I wanted to cover. I don't know if there was anything else that you wanted to run up, Zach.
No, just I mean, only thing I have left to add is this year's Super Bowl was kind of a letdown when it came to commercials and trailers. There wasn't much to really nitpick or take a gander at.
Indeed, indeed. And that kind of leads me into what I was going to talk about here next. It was either a movie trailer that you saw, a very cringe commercial, a commercial promoting some sort of AI,
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
or a
those.
commercial promoting some sort of form of
There
gambling.
was a lot of those too. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it was literally one of those four things. It was either a movie trailer, cringe, AI, or gambling. And it was, I feel like this word gets tossed around a lot these days, especially with the rise of AI. But I mean, like, it fits, I think. Like, it just feels dystopian. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you, like, did you see that one commercial with Chris Hemsworth and his wife?
Oh, with the Alexa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
I
he
did
was
see that.
he was literally sitting there like, "Oh, yeah, well, did you know the AI could do this? It could literally kill you." And then it literally cuts to him swimming in the pool, and the Alexa AI is like, "Oh, detecting rain, time to shut this." And then it literally threatened his life. And obviously they're playing it up for laughs, but like, if it can really do that, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Like, that's a valid concern. And like, the trailer ended off with him just saying like, yeah, like AI is crazy, like, I can't believe you're doing this, not in my household. And then his wife is like, well, I think you're just being silly, I'll see you later. And then she just goes. And then apparently Alexa was like, oh, would you like me to schedule a massage for you with like some sort of cinnamon scrub or something?
Something,
That,
yeah.
yeah, something like that only celebrities probably have access to. But then Chris Hemsworth was just like, "Oh yeah, no, oh you can do that. That's cool. What else can you do?" Just completely ignored all the bad things that come with AI, all the literally death scenarios that the
Well,
commercial itself placed. I was just like, "What is happening?"
speaking of all the other ones, there was a couple workplace AI ones.
Yeah.
I vaguely recall the one with Kevin from The Office. There was that one, and then there was one with I can't remember his name, but it's the actor that plays in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and they definitely uh played into that joke where the entire commercial was him saying, "Why don't you use this? Take the day off. I'm taking it off." And it's just people essentially using AI to do their job,
Yeah.
and then they just leave while AI is doing the job.
Yeah.
And they go to work. And I sat down and when that commercial ended, I was like, that's so bizarre to me. We're literally advertising AI doing our jobs while we go and live our lives.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy that it's just become this thing that everyone just
So
kind of
normalized.
expects to be around. Yeah. like I think the two commercials that really got me, other than the Chris Hemsworth one, was the Svedka one. Like, did you see that with the robots drinking the Svedka?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, it was these like I don't know if the even the commercial itself was AI generated. It might have been,
It
but it
might
was
have been,
literally a
yeah.
Svedka commercial of these two robots just literally dancing in the club, and they're drinking Svedka, and because they're robots, the alcohol is just going into their mouth, but it's like coming out of their chin or whatever, because that's where like the wiring and the mechanical parts are and stuff, and they start to short circuit because they're robots and they're drinking this alcohol, and like it just looks weird. Like it's like the uncanny valley sort of thing where like you can tell what they're going for. It looks real enough, but it's just not quite there yet, and it just is uncomfortable. And the fact that it was just such a, I mean, it was a good like decent spot too. Like it was a good probably, the standard 20-30 seconds. So it's like, why am I looking at this? There was that one, and then the one that really did it for me, I was like, what timeline are we living in? It was the one where, and this one is even crazier because this commercial was sponsored by the NFL itself. It was the commercial where it had like some football coach or whatever on some team
Oh,
using
using AI?
AI. Yeah,
Yeah.
using AI for his like draft picks or whatever for his team. I'm like, so y'all are just outwardly
Yeah.
saying you use AI when crafting your teams? That's not something to be proud of.
Definitely not.
Like, no. Like I don't care. I mean, like, sorting is one thing. Using AI to, like, sort something on a spreadsheet is one thing. But I don't know. Like, using it to, like, filter out, like, people if you're coming down to a decision for who's going to move forward with their career, their life, their livelihood, I don't know about that. No. That's where I have to draw the line.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it. Amongst all of those, I think of just the regular commercials that we got,
Yeah.
I only had two favorites this year. If it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't getting bombarded by AI or trying to sign up for some betting service for the last time this year
Mm-hmm.
before football is over,
Mm-hmm.
um, I loved the Xfinity Jurassic Park commercial. I thought that was so cool.
Same. That was my
It's
favorite.
like almost a scene for scene remake of the OG.
Yeah. Yeah. It was.
And then oh, go ahead, bud.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah. It was really nice to see, and it was just a nice break from the gambling and the AI, and yeah, it was
Yeah, it's
just
just it was fun.
yeah, it was what the Super Bowl needed, honestly.
Yeah, and then I was digging unfortunately, it was very cringe to me. I thought it was very cringy, but I liked the Dunkin' Donuts commercial with the de-aged actors that were in it. I don't know if you saw that one or not.
I did. I like that one too.
It was very cringe, but it was also a fun commercial to me.
At the end of the day, like I just really had to come on here and just kind of say my piece on the whole Super Bowl thing because I mean, I was just really disappointed, kind of all around with this year's Super Bowl, and for a lot of different reasons than other people are, but we are not really going to get into that. Strictly sticking to this sort of stuff, like I mean, the movie trailers that we got were okay, but yeah, like everything else surrounding it, like weird commercials, the AI commercials, the gambling ones, like it was just really weird, and I just don't like how mainstream and how just prevalent it all is now. But within all of that, to circle back around, like there were some good moments, like you said, with the uh, Jurassic Park commercial and the Xfinity one, and that, and at least for me as well. I don't know about you. I thought the Levi's commercial was an interesting one,
It's
which is
definitely an interesting
also.
commercial, yeah.
Oh, what's up?
I said, oh yeah, that's definitely an interesting commercial.
Yeah, it was interesting that that's the first, or not the first look, but that's the only look we got to see of Toy Story 5,
Yeah,
which is wild,
yeah.
which is Woody's butt. But if you know me, you'll probably know that I like the way it ended. I'll just say that. But at the end of the day, like I said, I just kind of had to get on here and air out my grievances. But Zach, did you have anything else to add before we kind of wrap this bad boy up?
No, I think we hit all of the topics right on the head.
Okay.
I very disappointed this year with the commercials. because it's almost a traditional thing at this point growing up that I always tuned into the Super Bowl just to see what's new this year, like what's coming out movies and TV show wise, and what's all the new fun commercials that we're gonna see throughout the rest of the year. And this year it was either rehashes of commercials we've already seen, extended commercials of commercials we've already seen, or just like you said, AI or betting services, kind of just a real letdown all around. So,
Yeah. And to put the cherry on top, I guess you could say, the game itself, like the football game with the Seahawks and the Patriots, boring. Nothing really happened until like the last chunk of
yeah.
the third quarter, and then they had a little back and forth there in the last quarter, but I mean, it was the Seahawks game.
Oh yeah, they won by a landslide.
Yeah, no, the Patriots, they got stomped. Which honestly, who wasn't hoping the Patriots got stomped? Let's be honest here. But yeah, real quick before we let y'all go, we just have to mention real fast, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially back on the scene, posting content on things like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you get your podcast. Honestly, we are going to be on there. We just released a Nitpick Central retrospective on Netflix's Stranger Things.
So
So
true.
for fans of Stranger Things, fans of podcasts, fans of Netflix, fans of people who just like to listen to things, which should be all of you, go listen to our retrospective. I think it came out really good. Me and Zach are very proud of it. And at the end of the day, we're just a couple of dudes talking about one of their favorite shows.
Pretty much.
So yeah, definitely go check that out. Again, that's Nitpick Central, or the Nitpick Central podcast on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere you get your podcasts. We're on YouTube. And of course, just make sure you're following us for extra content like our hot and fresh takes when we're out of the theater, or our reviews, when we post things like that on our TikTok or Instagram, our Twitter. Of course, we're on Facebook and Letterboxd. So, yeah, just follow us on all of that if you want to keep up with us and keep up with our content. I mean, we're really going to go hard in 2026, and it's just off to a really kind of slow start, to be honest. Like I feel like the Super Bowl kind of sets the tone for the rest of the year, and I just feel like at this point, like I said, we're just kind of starting off with a bit of a whimper, but I mean, the latter half of this year is going to definitely make up for it, I think. So
Oh yeah.
it's going to be an adventure, and we just hope to see all of you along there with us. So yeah, just make sure you go follow us again at Nitpick Central on all platforms. You'll be able to find us there, and of course we have our link trees on all of our socials as well.
Yes, sir.
So anywhere that you end up finding yourself or finding us will be an avenue to find us everywhere else. So, but that's enough shilling for one night, I think. Zach, did you have anything more?
No, I think we'll leave it at that. Just kind of keep a good lookout for any other possible new shows coming along or new episodes that we might talk or review about. And then of course any new episodes that we might be dropping. We got a major project in the works for any of our Nitpick Central fans that I am so excited to jump into.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, it's going to be something that we've been cooking up for a little bit now, and we're getting very close to putting out our first episode in this new series. We're not gonna spoil it too soon, but let's just say, Marvel heads, we're gonna be eating good for the next while.
Oh yeah.
So just be prepared. But yeah, Zach, if that's all you got, then yeah, thank you so much for.
That's all I got.
All right, yeah, thank you so much for hopping on the mic with me tonight, and yeah, everyone else for listening. Thank you so much for listening in on just a couple of dudes talking about the Super Bowl and how disappointed we were.
Pretty much.
Thank you again so much for listening. This has been Andrew and Zach at Nitpick Central. We will catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace.